that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
Got the top let down, leaning to the right with the bass up loud. I slide, glide, choking on that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
You see the European grill, so the lips gliss. Tank full of Theraflu, cause I be in them shit whips. Brick slip, roll with me, catch a contact. High definition popping, flipping out the armrest. See, I'm a rider, dipping in the catalog. Just got it fitted on some shit I need a ladder for. Come up in your hood stunting when I leave, dude.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
I can't deny, I feel I'm such a fly guy. Top job, call him Sleepy Hollow when they ride by. I know the haters can't stand it. I ain't got a blemish on my Jolly Rancher candy. Ride on, ride. Top let down. We been through the crowd with the bass up loud. Just slide, glide. On the slab when I creep. Take a bath or you put your ass on them seats. Ride. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right with the bass up loud. I slide, glide. Choking on that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
Got the top let down. Leaning to the right with the bass up loud. I slide, glide. Choking on that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you.
Yeah, I hope you got big lungs if you're rolling with me. I roll quickly, roll minute, plus I'm rolling sticky.
What up, what up? Yeah, we about to cook today for sure, for sure. When you come in the building, make sure you smash the like button, smash on the like button. We got a lot to talk about. You know, it's been a long time. I ain't been on here in a minute. Salute to everybody when you come in the building. Jump in the comments, let me know you in the building. And yeah, we finna cook. We finna cook. I might even drop some links, let everybody join and you know, get their word in. You know, we got a lot to cook on. A lot to cook on. Boxing is back, is heating up, and yeah, the shit'll get off the pot here is here. Chris the Plumber, what's happening with it? What's good with it? Like I said, y'all come in the building, jump in the comments, let me know you in the building. And let's get it popping. Big weekend of boxing, man. We just got done with a big weekend of boxing. What's happening with everybody? Salute, salute. Like I said, jump in the comments. Let me know you in the building. And like I said, man, we get some links dropping in a little bit. And yeah, man, we got a lot of cooking to do. A lot of cooking. Kevin, what's happening with it? Robert. Clark Bay TV, what's happening with it? What's good with it? And salute to Terence Bud Crawford for being a real one, man. Showing up at Claressa Shields' fight, supporting her. Man, that says a lot about Bud Crawford, man. He's a real one because I noticed one thing about Bud. He always support everybody that he rock with. You know what I'm saying? He makes sure that he show up and just show his support. So salute to Bud Crawford, man. He is a real one when it comes to things like that. So yeah, man, I really felt that. I like that. And what you talking about, Robert, I don't know what the hell you talking about, but it seems like, man, you hating. Man, and you know what I'm saying? We coming up in here with good energy, and you coming up in here as soon as I start the show hating. Why you hating on that woman like that? Clay Bay TV, what's happening with it? Adrian, what it do? Light skin business, salute, salute. Big Dog Willie in the building, what it do? Anthony Johnson says, was waiting on this live. Coach would have, yeah, it's crazy, Anthony. Man, my lady said that last night. She said, Coach is up in heaven smiling. She said he would have loved this fight. She just said that last night to me. And yeah, man, I was like, man, I hate that coach is missing all this, but then I had to correct myself. I said, he watching all of it. I hate that we missing out being able to watch all of this take place without him. He watching it, but we missing out without being able to, watch it with him. So yeah, y'all smash the like button as you come in the building. Y'all smash the like button as you come in the building, because we definitely gonna cook today. Cassandra Mason in the building, the queen in the building. It's been a long time no see. I hope everything is going great for you. All blessings to you. But we gonna cook today. And Keith Thurman, one time is back. Yeah. Your man's one time is back. Let's see if Keith Thurman is washed up. Look who we got in the building. Mr. Money Brown TV off in the building. What's happening with it, Money?
What's going down with it, bro? Tell me I sound good.
Yeah, you good, man. It don't sound like you in the airplane. You finally jumped out the airplane, huh?
I ain't got no parachute.
Yeah, man. What's happening with it, Money?
Man, over here chilling, bro. What's going down, man? Been a minute, bro. Been a minute. Got to get the people what they looking for.
It's been a hot minute, man. What you feel about 2025? The shit'll get off the pot year. That's what I named it. I've been in it. This is the shit or get off the pot year, man. It's a lot of big shit going down in boxing.
You know what I used to think about 25? I said we're gonna get so many fights in 25, bro. Like, no, I was naming the big fight. I'm like, that's the time when people got to get their little names up, get their money right, get their age up, skill set together, everything, bro. So now this is the year, bro. Like for real, ain't no more, like I say, no bullshitting around now, bro. Now it's time for cats. If you call yourself the best, if you talking about you a pound for pound fighter, if you making motherfucking 8 figures a fight, 7 figures a fight, had 7 figures a fight, it's time for your ass to get in there with the big dogs and prove that you is what you is, bro. Ain't no more that patting the motherfucker on the back, burping them, feeding them a bottle and all that shit. It's time for your ass to sit at that dinner table with that fork and that knife, and it's time for your ass to put a steak in the ring. You feel me? Ain't no more motherfucking baby food and macaroni and cheese, some shit you can eat soft. It's time for that tough shit now, bro.
Yeah, we gotta separate the prospects from the contenders from the A-level fighters, man. And that's just what it got to be. Let me see who else we got in the building. Crystal Plummer said, what up, Money?
What's going down, family? Cassandra, what's up, my love? How you doing, Queen?
Everybody in the building, make sure you jump in the comments, smash that like button. Ain't too many people in the building right now because they don't know I'm on. But yeah, man, it's been a minute. And man, let me I want to address a comment real quick. Robert, man, it's not Claressa Shields. It's not up to Claressa Shields to, give Layla Ali her props. I mean, that ain't like that ain't her duty. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect them for what they've done. You respect Layla Ali for what she did in the past. And it's Claressa Shields' era right now. You know what I'm saying? So for you to make a comment talking about basically saying that Terence Crawford is lowering his stock and making himself look some type of way by being around Claressa Shields, no. Greatness is supporting greatness. Like I said before you came in here, Money, I said, man, I love to see Bud Crawford. It showed me that he a real one, man, because he always support his people, the people that he rock with. Him pulling up the Flint, man, that meant a lot. And that meant a lot for Shields, for him to show, and for her to see that she has that support from Terence Crawford. And Terence Crawford, one thing I noticed about him, man, all of the fighters that he rock with, he makes sure that he go out of his way to support them. And man, you only can respect that. You know what I'm saying? You only can respect that, man. I love that. How you feel about that, Money? You in the building? I guess not, but moving along, James Blackwell, Coach and Batman, they definitely looking down, man, with a smile on their face because boxing is finally going in a space to where we was crying about it. I was crying about this shit for years. Every real boxing fan was crying about the state of boxing that it was in for years before. And now, hey, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. Quee in the building. What's happening with it, Quee? Salute. But yeah, one thing I want to start this show off, man, and I guess I'm gonna talk about something.
Okay, I'm sorry, kid. That was a phone call. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, you're good. We can go back. Real quick before I move on. I was just saying how, man, Crawford is a real one. In like, I respected the fact that, man, he went out the Flint, man, and he supported Claressa Shields, and that was big to me.
And they didn't want to keep the camera off of him, right? I'm like, he said what's up the first time, the second time, and the third time, he just got the camera in his face. He like, okay, I could tell he like, man, come on, man, like, it ain't my, he the type they come to support. So, I respect that, like, you know what I'm saying, for real, because what is he? 2-time undisputed, try to be 3. She became 4-time undisputed. For him to go out there and support women boxing, bro, is big. And I think more men need to do that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if they want to see the sport grow. It's just like the WNBA. You feel me, kid? More NBA players go there, they'll have more eyeballs. Shouts out to Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark for doing their thing. But if the man support it, they have more eyeballs on it, bro. And it'll bring more attention. And cats that talking about they don't watch women boxing, they'll tune in just because they favorite fighter in the building. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that too, bro. Like you say, that's some real shit. So you gotta give him credit for that, bro. For sure.
Yeah, and that definitely that, and also, like I was saying, man, that one thing about Terence Crawford, man, he supports all of the fighters that he rock with. He go out of his way to fly out and go to the events, and I've always noticed that about him, man. So it showed, man, that he a real one to the people that he rock with, man. He go out of his way to support them, and I like that, man. I like that.
Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson,
Stokehold
Nelson, Claressa Shields, like he be popping up, bro. And even
with Metcalf and them.
Metcalf, we always talk to her. She always talk about how she cool with him. She didn't pick no sides with Earl and Bud. And even with fights like the Devin Haney fights, like when they offer him, tickets and shit to fly out, he pop up. He ain't that one of them arrogant cats that don't show up. He pop up to the big fights, bro. You know what I'm saying? He pop up. So you gotta respect that about him, bro. So especially after getting that Earl Spence win, he really showing his ass. So you gotta give him all his credit, and he doing exactly what he's supposed to do, bro. Take advantage of the moment, milk this shit for every dollar that you can, because once you gone, and we know how this fight game is, bro. You know what I mean? Ain't no tomorrow. So if you can get them big ass paydays that you was slacking on in the Bob Earn count, do what you got to do to feed your family and get your bread, bro. So we salute him on that part as well.
Yeah, definitely, man. OTB in the building. What's happening with it?
OTB in the building, man. Them niggas stole his idea, tried to kick him out the game, but he back stronger than ever. And y'all gonna see OTB coming back with a banger in 2025. So y'all get ready, man.
Yeah, let's get it. My man, Old School. What's happening with it, Old School? Yeah, man. So, man, let's start off. I want to start off with this topic real quick before we get into the main topics. Let some more people get in the building, dog. So today, I don't know if you heard about the announcement, man, that Ryan Garcia and Roelly is for the WBA, the secondary WBA title, right? The WBA interim or whatever, they made Ryan Garcia and Roelly for a strap. Now, when I saw that, man, I didn't like that. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I didn't like that. I thought it was some bullshit, straight up and down. Because, for one, Ryan Garcia has been out of the ring for a year on a suspension, right? He popped dirty. Regardless about how you feel about his suspension, whether it helped him in the Devin Haney fight or whether it didn't help him, the main thing is he did pop dirty, right? He popped dirty. However you feel about it, it happened, right? So to give him a shot at a title coming off a drug suspension, it's crazy to me. And then on top of that, right, Rolly don't deserve a shot at nobody title. Rolly been getting his ass beat ever since he got knocked out by Gervonta Davis. Rolly, anybody that know boxing know that Rolly is not that. He's not championship material at all. Rolly should have never had a championship belt around his waist ever in his whole entire career. That shit was given to him in a fight that he actually lost damn near every round to Jackson Marinez. If y'all remember how he got that strap when he first had it at 135. So it's ridiculous to have them two fight for a title. I don't like it. And they need to do away with all of these just bullshit straps in the sport of boxing. I like a lot of the things that Turkey doing. A lot of the shit that he doing, I love, but I don't like this. It's just continuing the same bullshit that's been in boxing over the years, putting, a belt up, and it's confusing the people because the WBA champion at 147, this is where they're going to be fighting. They're fighting at 147, but the real WBA champion is Imantas Stanionis. Stanionis is the real champion. So it's also kind of like you're throwing dirt in his face. You know what I'm saying? Because it confuses the fans that are not diehard boxing fans that don't know. If you turn the TV on and watch that pay-per-view when it happens, you like, oh shit, whoever wins that, you running around thinking they the champion, and you don't have no idea that, no, actually Stanionis and Boots, one of them will be the champion at that point in time. But it takes away and it shines the light that should be shining on them, it takes it away. So I don't like that, man. And they need to do away with that bullshit in boxing with all these different belts. And like I said, I don't like the fact that Rolly and Ryan Garcia get to fight for the secondary title, because what that does, the secondary title, it means that now you are the mandatory challenger to the the real champion. I don't like that. So how you feel? And let me get to these super chats real quick. My big dog Willie said, money, Mom, we have to talk about Canelo Benavidez. Yeah, we definitely gonna get in. We ain't gonna talk about Canelo Benavidez because that's dead, but we gonna talk about Benavidez and Canelo in a separate light, definitely. Let me see. Word man said, salute. And so, man, Money, what you got on that, man?
I agree with you, bro. Like, first of all, neither one of these cats fought at 147, right? You got people in line, like you say, that should be in line, that should be in play for the WBA regular title. If, because they count that as a real title. And, I always been in agreement with on my point, because whoever get that title, you got to pay sanctioning fees. So if you're paying the same amount of sanctioning fees as the Super WBA, the WBO, the WBC, and the IBF, you're not going to tell me that I ain't a real champion. So I can respect that. But for them to come up, bro, they first fight at 147, you talking about they fighting for the regular WBA, is bullshit. Like you say, bro, that's pure bullshit. Because you got people at 147 that's deserving. You feel me? And how do they feel about that, Key? Come on, man, these dudes just coming up. It shows you it's a business. It shows you what boxing is about. It shows that if you have a name, they willing to put you in position because they feel like they can get paid off their ass through their sanctioning bodies, which boxing always been anyway. That's why they made 1 million goddamn belts and still making these damn belts. Let's just call it for what it is. But if you're a fighter that's been there and you've been putting in work, you know what I mean? Like a Rashidi Ellis, people that's been up there, you know what I'm saying? They should have an opportunity to fight for a goddamn WBA regular title because they've been at 147. You know what I'm saying? They've been putting in work. So for these dudes to come right up from 140, right? Ryan in the champion at 140, Rolly in the champion at 140. So they shouldn't have no goddamn privileges coming up. They should come up to 147 and have to earn their way just like everybody else. They go make their money. So you go like They want a piece of that dollar. They know there's gonna be a pay-per-view fight. They know it's gonna be big, right? Motherfuckers gonna pay to see Ryan Garcia. They looking at the money, key. They think about how can we get our hands in on this money to get a dollar off these cats? Because if we put two other cats in there and they fight for the titles, they ain't as popular, so we ain't gonna make a bigger dollar. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's bullshit as well, bro. And they shouldn't be moving up straight for a regular title. They should be moving up, earning a shot at that title. Because we always talk about what's more popular, the belts or the names. You know what I mean? So if they got the names, let them do what they do with their names, and let the ones that's working their ass off, that's trying to get to the top, put in the work for the belt. That way, the people who got the belt can fight the names, and they can get they shine because they earned it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's bullshit as well, bro.
Yeah, man, and like I said, man, to me, it's a spit in the face to all these other fighters that been working their ass off to get a shot.
Facts.
It's crazy, man.
And there's a lot of them out there, kid. There's a lot of them out there.
Huh?
There's a lot of them out there too. If we go down the line and look at them fighters at 147, there's a lot of them out there, bro, that's been waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I don't like it. And I thought that it surprised me that, this is taking place with Turkey. With Turkey, he kind of running a lot of shit in boxing now. So I thought that was dope. I thought all of these belts were one of the things that he was going to try to get rid of. So, yeah, man, I'm not feeling that. But, man, moving along. The first thing I want to talk about before we get into Saturday night, let's talk about last night, man. Let's talk about last night. Move straight to Claressa Shields. Let's get straight to Claressa Shields. And y'all smash the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Man, Claressa Shields, man, she went out there and she did her thing, but looking at, I went and studied some film on what's her name, Danielle Perkins, right?
Uh-huh.
And her background, a lot of people didn't know about Danielle Perkins' background. She was a very good amateur boxer, right? I think she was a gold medalist in the world championships. She beat fighters like Shadeja Green. She beat a lot of them, top women in that division that she was in the amateurs, right? And she been getting ducked, right? She been getting ducked. That's why she only has what 4 or 5 fights. That's why she only had 5 fights, because she couldn't get no fights. They was ducking her. And when you look at her, man, 6'1", 6'2", she was big, man. She was built like a dude. You know what I'm saying, man? Her arms was big and everything. And so looking at her, I said, man, she gonna be strong as hell. She gonna be strong as hell. I knew she was gonna be strong, but I felt that Claressa Shields' her skill set was gonna be the factor that I just thought that, Claressa Shields was just going to overwhelm her with the skill set that she brings to the table and her punch value. But in that fight, man, to me, even though Claressa Shields dominated last night, I think this was the toughest fight for her besides her debut against Franchon Cruz. And it was tough, not because, she got hurt in the fight or was in any type of danger. It was tough because, man, you could see the whole fight. Claressa was trying to figure out how to get inside, how to get in that range without getting hit with some big shit. You know what I'm saying? She was having a real hard time getting in range to where she can land them big overhand rights. It was tough for her. Now, easier way to do it is use your jab. Double, triple up on the jab. But we found out that Claressa was fighting with I think she said she had a torn labrum, right?
Yeah.
She had a torn labrum, so that shows us why she wasn't using her jab. I also thought that she could have went to the body a lot more. That's one thing that I think is missing from Claressa Shields' game, because she got the full package. She just don't go to the body. I think she needs to work on that. And if she work on going to the body a lot more and go to the body a lot more, she'll get these knockouts that she's looking for. But you know, Danielle Perkins, she just didn't have enough skills to F with Claressa. And Claressa was putting that pressure on her. Perkins was getting tired. And you know, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the best that we've seen Claressa Shields, but she still went out there. She got the job done. And at the last second of the last hour, man, she damn near got a knockout. I don't know how Danielle Perkins got up from that punch. If you look at the replay, man, her eyes rolled in the back of her head. I thought she was out. Like her eyes rolled all the way in the back of her head, and she was out for a second, but she recovered fast. So that shows you that Danielle Perkins was in tremendous shape. You know, she was also a collegiate basketball player. So, you know, you could tell she's a woman that's been in shape her whole entire life. It's a lifestyle for her. And Claressa Shields versus Danielle Perkins, that fight she was in last night was a much tougher fight than her first fight at heavyweight. And ain't nobody messing with Claressa, man. Even Danielle Perkins was trying to push Claressa Shields back. At one point in time, she tried to tackle her, and none of that shit worked because Shields is strong, man. She's strong. She's even stronger at heavyweight, and ain't nobody fucking with her, man. You know, she called out everybody, basically. I think that her and Franchon Cruz is a good fight, but, you know, Franchon Cruz is older now. I don't think that Franchon is in her prime no more because she sits on the shelf too long. You know, she can't get fights like that. And then you got Shadasia Green. Shadasia Green is not even a match for Claressa Shields. That ain't even a match. And then, you know, you got, you know, Claressa going all the way down maybe to like 154 and fighting what's her name? Michaela Mayer or somebody. That's a good fight, but none of those women can beat Claressa. You know, it's just ain't none of them can beat her. So I mean, what can you say, man? She, to me, right? And before I pass it off to you, Money, dude punch drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say his name. He's on there shitting on Claressa, talking about, oh, look who she fought. You can't, you know, just basically shitting on her, right? And somebody, I can't remember who it was, made a comment. He was shitting on her and then bigging up Amanda Serrano. And I'm a big fan of Amanda Serrano, right? Nothing bad to say about Amanda Serrano. But somebody pointed out, like, you hating on Claressa, but Amanda Serrano basically won all of them titles that she won vacant. Like, and if you go and look at who she fought, we don't know who those women are. So, you know, a lot of people try to shit on Claressa Shields, but really, who has a better resume than Claressa Shields does in women's boxing? You know, like, who has an overall better resume than she does in women's boxing? If there's anybody, it ain't no more than, I don't know. I can't think of nobody that got a better overall resume than she does. I mean, she fought Christina Hammer, that was undefeated, fucking everybody up. She fought and she dominated her. And then the Savannah Marshall win, that trumps everything to me. And then she also fought Hannah Gabriel and beat her. Like, and then move, like, nobody has a better resume than she does, overall better resume.
Don't forget about Franchon Cruz, who became world champion.
Yeah, and she's already fought and beat Franchon Cruz. So how can you sit there and down Claressa Shields when she has the best resume in all of women's boxing? Go down the list and look who these other women fought, and then look at Claressa Shields' resume and who she's fought in what, 15 fights? Yeah. Don't nobody have a better resume than her in women's boxing. So it is what it is. Go ahead. And what's happening? Bruce, Gaz, Kawhi Elliott, Shawnee Harris, salute. Ronnie Bravo, Rod in the building. What's happening with y'all? Make sure that y'all smash the like button. Smash the like button. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. Go ahead, Money.
Yeah, man. Beautiful work by Claressa last night. First of all, congratulations to her for becoming 4-time undisputed. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Ain't nobody taking nothing away from that queen. She deserved everything she got. She got the hard way. She went out there. She putting women boxing on the map along with Katie Taylor. But you gotta look at Claressa Shields. She's putting women boxing on the map. You know what I'm saying? Taking it to different heights. I respect all women though, so I ain't on here to bash one for the other or the other one for the other. I respect them all. They all doing their thing. Claressa called herself the GOAT. Is proven. I'm saying she proving it. She willing to fight any and everybody. You know what I mean? Girls run their mouth about it. She tell their ass, let's make it at this weight if you want to really fight. So she putting her body on the line to go down and then come up. You know what I'm saying? Which is some dangerous of doing. Dropping weight, then coming up in weight. But she doing it, and she doing it gracefully, and she going in there, she getting girls up out of there. I respect Danielle Perkins on so many levels, bro. 42 years of age, out there still trying to get it in. Like you say, Key, she was ducked of all her opportunities. Girls didn't want to fight her. You know what I mean? The division ain't that deep. So I know a lot of people go try to make it out the, oh, well, how many people were at the division? How many? Well, she was the best at the division. And Claressa went in there and did what she did to her. And a hell of a fight. And Danielle Perkins still wasn't an easy fight at 42 years of age. You know what I'm saying? She gave Claressa a lot. She kept her distance. She was throwing her 1-2. She was landing good shots. Claressa just showed that she can take a punch and she can dog it out with your big ass. And that's exactly what she did. Her speed, youth, and her skill set prevailed, bro. And that poor counter at the end was just beautiful, bro. That was just beautiful. For her to land, like, that caught everybody off guard. You know what I'm saying? Danielle Perkins got a little lazy. She threw the shot. Claressa stepped back, let her ass pull in, and fired it, bro. She tried it early in the fight, but it didn't land. And she came back with it at the end of the fight, bro. And I'm talking about beautiful shot, right on, like you say, Key. I don't know how she got it from it, bro. That girl is tough. She called. I thought she was like, I thought that was like Tank almost did Leo Santa Cruz. I thought she was done, bro. I thought she was straight done, bro. When I seen that shot, I say, God damn. I thought she was done for. I say, but she got up. I said, that girl tough, bro. She tough. She took it, and she deserved every dollar that she earned last night. But Claressa Shields, she put on for Flint. Like you say, she brought out Terence Crawford. Andre Darrell always coming out showing love. She had Lou Young at the fight. She had her man Papoose supporting her, tying up her butters at the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? They trying to walk in like motherfucking kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They don't know if it was the players' ball, the mat going on up. You don't know what was going on.
Hey, that's Flint town for you, man.
Yeah, they was out there showing out though, man. Then she thanked Flint. You know what I mean? She let them know she do it for them. I fight for y'all, which is real, bro. So you gotta respect that on all type of levels, bro. So she doing her thing, bro. And like you say, the women she called out, she called them out because they the top. You know what I'm saying? Like when we look at everybody else, they not really doing that. So she want to bring Savannah Marshall. Savannah Marshall, that's my girl. She want to bring over her and tap that ass in America. I ain't mad at that rematch. The Haney Gabriel rematch, I ain't mad at that. She dropped her. She want to get back. Fairchild Cruz, I think that's just a friend. She want to put some money in her pockets. You know what I'm saying? She knows she on her way out, so I can respect that as well. And then what a lot of people ain't talking about is she called out Layla Ali. She called out Layla. You feel me?
That ain't happening.
Layla told her, slow down, young buck. Slow down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we know Layla ain't coming out of retirement. Layla got to come back, get some fights under her belt, all type of ish. But she called her ass out. And you know what I mean? We going to see it later what she say when she answer the call. But, the other three women, you know what I mean? I understood why she called them out. She was talking about, what's the girl? That's what Dez. That ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Baumgartner, no, they ain't.
She trying to bring it down. Then, she was telling Amanda Serrano if she can come up to a certain weight, they can make it happen, but she ain't gonna come up.
Yes, them women are too small for her, bro. Those fights ain't never gonna happen. But
yeah, I'm just speaking on it for us. Just when people be like, "Oh, well, she called out, she can't fight those girls, man. Like they too small." You know what I mean? But she willing to come to a reasonable weight class if they willing to come up. So she hurting herself coming down as well. But we know once she blow back up, it's over for their ass. But you know, shouts out to her though, man. She did her thing. She putting on for women boxing, bro. I respected everything about last night. I respected everything about that fight. And she went out there and she fought a hell of a fight. Wasn't no scary fight. Wasn't no, oh, this is a big girl. She can punch, so I'm gonna try to box and stay away. No, she went to her ass. She dogged her with her. And like I say, that last shot in the 10th round, bro, just icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? That Papoose gonna come out with a song about Claressa using her name. You know his alphabet rapping ass.
Yeah.
The test be cutting the cluster, cuss the buster. Hell, loving the leaving the life and the living the aving the hey. He come, you know what I mean? So, you know, shouts out to her though, man. She putting on and nothing but respect for her. We wish nothing but the best going forward, bro.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because, man, you got to put her, as far as women, you got to put her in the conversation of Floyd Mayweather. Because, look, man, people want her to prove herself by going all the way from 147 all the way to 180. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, nigga, she can make the weight. She can go down. You know, she started her career at 168, right? She didn't fight at 168. She didn't fight at heavyweight. Now that's like 175, 180. She didn't fight at 154, 160. Like it's crazy. She got to go, you know, all the way up, all the way down, come back up, come back down to prove herself. And they only ask that of the greats. If she wasn't great, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of fans that shit on Claressa Shields. Try to, you know, downplay how great she is. If she wasn't great, you wouldn't be asking her to do those things. What other woman is asked to do those things?
And she doing it with
other woman in professional boxing.
Yeah, and she doing it, Key. She doing it with grace. It ain't like she's saying no. She actually doing it, bro. She actually doing it.
She's in it. They don't ask no other woman to do that. You're
Yeah.
not asking you're not asking Amanda Serrano to go up to 168 and fight motherfucking Savannah Marshall. You ain't asking Michaela Mayer to go up and fight Savannah. You know what I'm saying? You're not asking those women to do that. Only Claressa Shields. You only asking Claressa Shields to do that. Give me a second real quick. Go ahead.
Her and Michaela Mayer will never fight y'all because they like sisters. So I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. Her and Michaela Mayer and Jenny, they like sisters, them Olympic sisters. So and I know she fight Franchise Cruz and things of that nature, but she'll never fight Michaela. Like that's a homegirl. Like they close. They came up all the way together. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she's doing her thing, man. And for, you know, the hate come with it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing something right. So the hate go come with it. You need that in this sport of boxing. Everybody not gonna like you. Everybody not gonna respect what you do. You know what I'm saying? You need some haters. So, you know, your fans can have somebody to go at. And you'll have something to fight for and to prove them wrong. Even though you get in there, you fight for yourself, your family, and you know, to get your bridge. But at the same time, it feel when you prove haters wrong, that feel good. I mean, that feel good. And Claressa, she is the one that she'll talk shit with the best of them. You see her and Remy Ma. I see Cassandra saying Remy Ma. Remy gonna bring the scrap. Straight up. Remy been in prison. Remy know the streets ain't the ring. You feel me? Remy know her hands are registered weapons. So if she catch your ass on the chin, you know, you hitting that pavement. So Remy gonna bring the scrap. Remy like to shoot motherfuckers. So I think Claressa better be a little careful. You know what I mean? You better come armed and ready, and not just with two fists. You feel me? Not just with two fists. But the haters gonna be the haters. You know what I mean? You need them haters to push you to, you know, to greatness. You feel me? And they pay to watch you. You know what I mean? They gonna watch you to lose, and your fans gonna watch you to win. So it's still a win-win situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So anything else you want to touch on before we move on?
Nah. Just shouts out to Claressa, man. Respect to her. Keep doing that thing. Cause me and Pat, we finna have a good time tonight. Come on, Pat. Pat, come on, Pat.
Shit. Man, who you think, real quick, man, who you think got a chance? Like, I don't see nobody that has a chance of beating Claressa Shields. The closest woman to it is Savannah Marshall.
Yeah, she the closest, bro. Savannah Marshall, bro, because she got the style to move in a box, but still in all, she ain't gonna get it done because Claressa got too much dog in her. You know what I'm saying? She got too much dog in her to lose that fight, and she gonna have even more confidence if Savannah come over here and fight her in America. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see how Savannah do with that American crowd. She had a UK crowd, and you know that's my girl. I'm not saying that it'll bother her, but sometimes when you leave the home turf, you feel a little certain type of way. You look out at that audience, you know what I mean, and you see that skin color. You feel me? So
Yeah.
Claressa bring her ass to Flint, it might be a little different situation y'all. So, and Savannah my girl, y'all. So I'm just making light of the situation. But I just think with Savannah's skill set, looking at the first fight, Claressa can adapt, bro. She can adapt. She can box. She got speed. And when she got to, she coming to get your ass. She a dog, bro. She coming to get you. So, Savannah, my girl, and I rock with her. But I don't see none of these. As long as Claressa stand in shape, bro, on her shit, which she go be because she is disciplined, and you gotta respect that. I don't see she like the John Jones of the women of the boxing. Ain't none of
Yeah.
them girls gonna be her, bro.
Yes, and that's a great comparison too.
Yeah,
Man.
ain't none of them girls gonna be her.
JDJ 401 in the building. Salute. Mr. Boxing Jab in the building. Timothy Taylor in the building. Uber driver in the building. Wookie Wook, Michael Dips. Hey, Wookie. Hey, Wookie said I was getting paid. Wookie said I was getting paid off by the Haneys. He said that he said Bill slide me payments. Hey, I said, hey, man.
Mike Nip, shouts out to my brother Wookie. To my brother Mike, I got you, bro. I know you mad at me, bro. But I got you, man. Your boy, I got you, bro.
I guess Bill Haney, he didn't got me out of my car back into a house again, man.
Bill Haney.
I guess Bill Haney done got me out of my car back into a house again. They said I was living in my car. They said I could.
Bill ain't paying up for the
LGBT. Bill paying me so good, he done got me out of my car back into the house again, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Bill Haney for giving me them checks, man.
I need you to talk to Bill on my behalf right now. Shit, I'm down so bad. Tell Bill Money Brown is ready to switch over like everybody else doing. I'm ready to switch over to the Devin Haney train. Devin is the greatest of all time. Ryan Garcia can't fuck with him. Javante Davis scared of him. Shakur can't do nothing with him. He ducked him 17 times. Keyshawn Davis want to beat him.
Haney.
It's Haney time, baby. It's Haney
time. And I respect all these fighters that's putting in work. Haney is one of them. I'm gonna get on your ass when I need to get on your ass, and when I need to give you your flowers, I'm gonna give you your flowers. I'm gonna just tell it how it is. Ain't none of these fighters, except for Bill Haney. He's sending me them big checks, but ain't nobody, but ain't nobody, what I'm saying, paying me to, get on my knees and suck off none of these niggas. And if they was, I sure wouldn't be doing that. I got to keep the buck.
Who you holler at to put you in the car with Bill, man? You holding back on me, bro?
Huh? Oh man, I give you that direct number. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to talk offline.
Yeah, you're supposed to put in the word for your boy, man.
Yeah.
Tell Bill I ain't team Canelo no more. I'm team Haney. Canelo can't fuck with Haney. He ain't got nothing on Haney. Haney is the greatest, baby. Haney better than Mayweather.
Haney. Nah, but salute to all them dudes, man. Salute to Haney, Shakur, Tank, all of them. I'm gonna rock with. I'm gonna rock with who's showing me they willing to fight the best. If you on that bullshit and you got excuses and you don't want to fight the best, I'm not rocking with you. It's just simple as that. Ain't no excuses. But moving along, man. Cassandra Mason. Yeah, I do have Devin beating Jose Ramirez. And if Devin is the same fighter that he was, right, before we saw him in the ring last, he should beat Jose Ramirez pretty easy. Jose Ramirez ain't no pushover, but Jose Ramirez is not in his prime no more. I think we've seen that his last few fights, especially against Arnold Barboza. Arnold Barboza, he showed us that Jose Ramirez, if you box him, move him, show him lateral movement, stick that jab in his face, he's not on that level to keep up no more. And I mean, I think most people should be able to agree that Devin Haney is a much better fighter than Arnold Barboza. So yeah, I definitely got Haney beating Jose Ramirez, but I think it's a great fight. I think it's a great fight for Haney, moving up. I think they fighting at a catch weight, I believe, or maybe, I think they fighting at a catch weight. You know what I'm saying? And both of them moving up in weight. Ramirez is moving up in weight also. And people don't know, man, Ramirez is actually bigger than Devin Haney. I didn't met Jose Ramirez. Ramirez is a he's a huge fighter for 140. When he was fighting at 140, Ramirez is big, man. He about 5'11", and he a big dude, for that weight division. Like I said, I met him, cool dude, but he not in his prime no more. So, I'm looking for Devin to go out there, and he should win that fight in dominating fashion. Boxing, that is. Because all that Devin gonna see, that's where Devin got effed up at. Listening to fans, listening to his diehard, maniac fans telling him that he gonna go out there and knock everybody out. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a knockdown against Regis Prograis, and then they start trying to make him believe that he had knockout power like Mike Tyson in '86. That's where he effed up at, believing that shit. But sometimes you need, sometimes you need an ass whooping to, bring you back down to earth and have you focus on what you should be focusing on. That Ryan Garcia loss, it don't take nothing from Devin Haney when you ask me, because hey, it happens sometimes. Of course, Ryan Garcia did pop dirty. However you feel about if that helped him in that fight or if it didn't help him in that fight. What happened is what happened. And I like that they rematching each other and they got a chance to redeem themselves, right? Both of them got a chance to redeem themselves, right? Ryan Garcia got a chance to show that he can go through a full fight camp without dropping dirty. He also got a chance to show that he can go through 2 full fight camps and be disciplined. Because we haven't seen Ryan Garcia go through 2 back-to-back fight camps in a long time and show that he's disciplined. Put the bottle down or whatever else he be doing. So can Ryan Garcia even get to a Devin Haney rematch? That's yet to be seen. And I'm not talking about him losing to no Rolly, because I damn sure don't think that Ryan Garcia gonna lose to no Rolly. I think he gonna put Rolly to sleep where he he gonna put Rolly back to sleep. He gonna go back in that same coma that Tank put him in, and that Pitbull Cruz put him in. He going back to sleep. But after that, can Ryan Garcia sustain a full training camp, right? Clean and also being disciplined. Because I'm gonna tell y'all like this: if Devin Haney come back and beats Jose Ramirez and looks good, and Ryan Garcia beats Rolly Ramirez, right? After that, if Ryan don't stay disciplined and he do that same bullshit that he did against Devin the first fight, where he came in, he was not in shape in that fight. He came in out of shape. He was fighting in spurts. He's not gonna be able to beat Devin again like that. I don't think that he's gonna be able to beat Devin again like that. In order for him to beat Devin again, he's gonna have to come in tip-top shape. Because I'm gonna just say that, and I could be wrong. But I'm gonna just say this. Y'all don't think that Devin is working on blocking that left hook? If he go out there and Devin can't block that goddamn left hook against Ryan in a rematch. Something wrong, right? Your defense is just all the way flawed if you can't go out there and block that left hook in a rematch. So with that being said, I think that Ryan is going to have to come with a full arsenal to beat Devin Haney in a rematch. I don't think him just, throwing a left hook is going to do it for him. Him depending on just throwing that left hook and a straight right here and there is going to do it for him. He's going to have to come in shape, and he's going to have to, pull everything out of his bag. And I think that Devin is not going to fight the same fight. I don't think that Devin is going to try to, hold his nuts and stand in front of Ryan Garcia and bang it out with him. I think he's going to show lateral movement and box him and stay out the fucking way. You know what I'm saying? We know that Devin got a chin now. So for the people that's running around saying Devin don't have no chin, show me one fighter that's got hit flush on the chin repeatedly from Ryan Garcia and stood up and finished the fight. I haven't seen a fighter finish the fight yet. When Ryan hit him clean more than once. So, yeah, Devin got a chin and he showed he got hard. We know that now. Now, show me your boxing IQ. Show me that you don't let the fans get in your head and make you think that you're a knockout artist. So, that's how I feel about that fight. But hopefully, they both do their thing and we get that fight. Yeah, Michael Demps for sure. Nate Jones got him working on all of that. Frank De Niro says, when you get beat like Dev got beat, it sticks with you mentally, even if Garcia popped dirty. It could, it couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I've seen fighters get knocked out before and come back and beat that same fighter that knocked them out. It just all depends how you built mentally. It all depends how you built mentally. We gonna see that. But go ahead, Money. What you if you want to cook on that before we get to these fights on Saturday.
Yeah.
Man, you sound like the goddamn jet again with the doors open.
You do? You serious?
Yeah.
Oh, let me unhook this.
Niggas probably 10 degrees at where you at right now. What the hell you got the fan on for? You there? Think he getting his fan turned off. Cassandra say Rolly going night. Yeah, Rolly taking his ass.
Still tripping?
You better.
Nah, you see why you got the fan on? Because Jesse Brown got that motherfucking heat on motherfucking hell. That's why this motherfucker go have a heat stroke around this motherfucker. But I got Devin beat Ramirez as well. I'm looking to see how he come out in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Ramirez put a lot of pressure. I think he got better balance than Regis Prograis, but he ain't the same Jose Ramirez. So I got Devin should win that fight. The Ryan Garcia fight, I'm kind of in agreement with Frank, right? I think Ryan is going to take that fight serious. I think Ryan bullshit in that first fight. I'm gonna be real. I think Ryan probably thought he was going to lose that fight. You know what I mean? He didn't expect Devin to fight the fight that he fought. I think I ain't gonna say he didn't think he can win, but I think he was kind of shocked. I think he was kind of shocked. But I think they give him confidence to say, listen, I was bullshitting around. I didn't even take that fight serious. So imagine if I do go in there and take that fight serious. You feel me? And like you say with Devin, I picked Devin to win the first fight. I thought he was gonna go out there and outbox Ryan, be smart. I think he can try to do that in the second fight. But I think if he can't hurt Ryan, bro, and Ryan bring the pressure to him, it's going to force him to have to sit down and fight a little bit. And one thing about Devin that I always say, man, I say this and I'm going to keep on saying this. His legs is his defense, bro. Once he get tired, he got to sit down and fight. And once he sit down and fight, he's not good with upper body movement like Shakur Stevenson and things of that nature, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not good, and he don't make adjustments like that. So I understand y'all saying he working with Nate Jones and shit like that, but he still revert back to the same thing. So he's going to have to be in a 12-round shape to move all around that ring and to try to frustrate Ryan and get him throwing stupid shit and make him pay with the counter shots. But excuse me, I got Ryan, man. If he on this shit, if he ain't bullshit, because I'm like you, I got him beating Rolly. You know what I mean? He putting Rolly back to sleep. Fuck you and everything boxing. I'm not going to fucking sleep, motherfuckers. And I got girls over here, so I don't touch on little girls anymore. So if you put Rolly ass back to sleep, right? That's going to give him nothing but, confidence going into that Devin Haney fight, knowing how big that fight is, knowing if you win that fight, you still got a chance at getting a rematch with Tank, which makes shitloads of money. You know what I'm saying? So, you go out there and just think if you go out there and beat Devin, bro, clean. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I did the Vada shit. I showed y'all that I was the clean fighter, and I got her and I still beat this man to show you that, that the first fight wasn't no fluke. You feel me? And if Devin go out there and beat him, he get to come back and brag and say, I told y'all, if it weren't for so-and-so, so-and-so. But I just still feel like, bro, once he get into that fight with Ryan Garcia, not saying he become a shell of himself, but do we get too caught up on trying not to get hit with that punch that, he forget the fight that he's going in on to fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's go, like you say, though, Key, it's mentally. Like, I'm with you. I don't believe that, if you get beat like that, it stick with you. But I do think it play a part. But we seen Muhammad Ali come back on rematches. We seen Sugar Ray Leonard come back on we seen cats get beat bad and come back, Pacquiao and Marquez. We seen people come back and avenge they loss. So it's just about the mindset, the mentality, who you got in your camp, how bad do you want it, and could you make them adjustments, bro, and not getting caught with the same shots that you got hit with. You feel me? Because when you go back and look at that fight, Devin was trying to throw with him. He was trying to punch with a puncher. And that was the wrong thing to do. Then by he being hurt and being young, I feel like he wanted to get his get back. The crowd was out there. He know what he was going to do. I think he was trying to get his get back, which forced him to go out there and do some dumb things and make mistakes. And Ryan Garcia made him pay for it. So, like you say, he could come out and win this fight. I'm not counting Devin out. I don't want people to think, oh man, you just hating on Devin. Nah, Devin could go out there and win. He got the skills. I tell people all the time, whenever Devin stick to him and say forget about the fans and fight his fight like Shakur Stevenson does. A lot of y'all talk shit about Shakur. Oh, he's bored. He's this, he's that. But as soon as you go out there and fight the fight that y'all motherfuckers want to do, stand there and bang, get his ass dropped, get knocked down, end up losing. Well, he should have fought his fight. He shouldn't have listened to the fight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's like I'm gonna make a comparison, right? We see Saturday night. We see Pitbull Cruz, and I was telling Gina this, right? This is why I love boxing, right? You seen Pitbull Cruz and that dude Fiera, right? They was toe to toe. I'm talking about nigga just grinding it out with each other, slugging it out, right? Right now, a casual boxing fan that don't know shit about boxing will look at both of those fighters and say, oh yeah, because I've heard it a lot before, right? Oh yeah, both of them fighters beat the shit out of Shakur or Devin, right?
Yeah.
They don't know that if you put a Shakur or Devin Haney in the ring with a Pitbull Cruz or that dude Fiera, they gonna look like they just started fighting yesterday. Exactly. They gonna look sloppy. They're not gonna be able to land shit. They gonna look horrible. Exactly. They're gonna look horrible, right? But on the other hand, if a Shakur Stevenson go in there and say, you know what, I'm gonna fight Pitbull like Fiera did, he probably get his ass knocked out, right? You know what I'm saying? So you don't fight everybody the same way, and that's why it pays to be a well-rounded fighter instead of a one-dimensional fighter, right? Because Shakur could go in there, or Devin could go in there against Pitbull and win every single fucking round and make that shit look easy and make them look like an amateur that just started, right? Or they could choose to go in there and stand right in front of them and bang it out, and that's not their fighting style. And they'll, you know what I'm saying, they might get knocked out.
And get called a bum.
Huh?
And get called a bum.
Right.
Get slanted like a motherfucker. Oh, man. Y'all thought he was all this. He wasn't really what y'all thought he was. He ain't fought, so that's why you got to be smart, bro. You got to stick to your game plan. You got to fight your fight. And stick to what you is. What should tell that boy? I don't know who the fuck you think you is, but you ain't gonna never convince me to go out there and not fight the fight that I'm gonna fight, partner. You a nobody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never threw a punch in your life. So who the hell you think you is to tell me how to fight?
Tell fighters how they need to fight and what they need to do.
Yeah, let's go win them to fight. You know what I'm saying? So Shakur, he know what we gotta do. So Devin got to be on that type of time, bro. Knowing, if I got to make this motherfucker boring, boo all you want to. But this is my fight to not get hit with that shot. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna make him look like he's a nobody, right? Win my fight, get my hand raised, and we move on to the next. And people always say this: "Oh man, he's bored. I'm gonna go watch him." Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Soon as he get in that motherfucker fight somebody else, you'll have your whether you bad or not. You not go not if you call yourself a boxing fan, when Shakur Stevenson fight, your ass go be watching. When Devin Haney fight, your ass. Oh, I ain't watching him no more, man. He bored. He gonna have your ass.
Once they get a certain type of name and people start loving them or hating them, more people gonna watch them to see him lose than anything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Most people watch Shakur and Devin and fighters like that. They watch them to see if anybody can beat him. They praying that they gonna take an L. That's it. That's all. So at the end of the day, you still watching.
So they didn't watch. Hey, what happened in that Shakur fight? Well, man, his bomb man did. Yeah, I thought you weren't watching though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Dead just got to go out there and fight his fight, but I'm just under the impression that Ryan Garcia go out there and work his ass off. I still think Ryan Garcia got the edge. So I'm gonna pick Ryan Garcia in a rematch.
Yeah, man. I mean, I see how you can say that because we all seen that he wasn't in shape. Whatever he had in his system, but whatever the fuck he had in his system did not get him in shape. It did not make him come in that fight in shape because he was out of shape. When you got to fight in spurts and you got to take 2 and 3 rounds off at a time, you ain't in shape. He was now when he fought Oscar Duarte, he was in some shape.
Yeah.
Much different fighter. So, I can see how you say that. If he come in tip-top shape and, they both in tip-top shape, I can see how you could get an edge to Ryan. Yeah, man. It just all depends to me on it's a lot of different factors, right? We're gonna get to see if Devin Haney is gun shy when he fights Jose Ramirez, because Jose Ramirez, he got respectable power too. You know what I'm saying? And he a pressure fighter. We're gonna be able to see, is he gonna be gun shy, right? If he ain't gun shy against Jose Ramirez and he's letting his hands go, then we can kind of pretty much say, okay, his confidence is back, right? He didn't let that shit bother him. He was out of the ring long enough to let that shit go, right?
Yeah.
But that shit is mental, man. It's mental, right? Now, if he go into the Ryan Garcia fight and he's the same fighter, but comes in with a different type of game plan, like you said, it's gonna come down to his legs, them later rounds. Is Ryan Garcia able to catch up with him, right, and land that shot? And then so it just all depends. And then with Ryan Garcia, what type of shape is he gonna be in? Is he gonna be able to fight? 3 minutes of every round, right? Or is he gonna come in there out of shape to where he gotta fight in spurts? Because I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If Ryan Garcia come in there in the shape that he came in there against Oscar Duarte, I'll probably have to get an edge to Ryan also, right? Because we already saw what we saw. If he come in there in tip-top shape, I might have to get an edge to him also, right? But if he come in there in the same shape that he was, I'm definitely giving the edge to Devin to outbox him.
Yep.
So it's a true 50-50 fight. It's a true 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a true 50-50 fight, man. And Dundada says, yeah, Shakur and Haney can't stand there and bang like Floyd or Tank can. Floyd didn't stand in there and bang. Floyd wasn't standing there banging with just anybody. That's why some boxing fans, man, be dummies to me, because you don't fight everybody the same way. You don't fight everybody the same way. You don't get in the ring with a fucking Gervonta Davis and bang it out in the middle of the ring with him, because you're going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why boxing fans don't understand that you don't fight everybody the same way. It don't make you less of a boxer. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's called a one-dimensional fighter. If I'm fighting this guy, I might have to fight a different way. I've seen Shakur and Haney stand in front of fighters pretty much the entire fight and fight them like that. It's other fights you see them fight a whole different style. So we're not gonna sit up here and say that, oh man, everybody that Shakur get in the ring with, he's on his back foot moving around. No, we're not gonna sit there and say that, because we've seen him fight fighters to where he stood in front of them and fought in the pocket. We also seen him fight fighters where he was, using movement on his back foot. The same thing for Haney. The same thing for Floyd Mayweather. None of those fighters fought saying everybody the same. It's just, but like I said, it is you have to have a certain level of understanding of boxing to be able to understand that and to respect that. And that's why what happened to Devin against Ryan Garcia, because he let people get in his head to where he felt, oh man, I can stand there and bang with everybody. No, you can't. You got to pick and choose who you do that with. You know what I'm saying? You can do that with a Ramirez. You can do that with a Regis, maybe. You can't do that with a Ryan Garcia. That's much faster, much longer, hit much harder. So
young like you, Keith.
Huh?
And he young like you.
Right. You said what? Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Right. So yeah, man. Dundada, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Talking about against elite competition. No. Elite competition, you fight styles. You fight different styles. It's gonna fight. Like you didn't see, like you motherfuckers is like, for real, man. As much as y'all come in on boxing and watch boxing, you still don't know shit about boxing. Like y'all really don't. A lot of y'all really just be talking. Like you didn't see Money. Tell me if I'm bullshitting or if I'm lying or not. You did not see Gervonta Davis stand toe-to-toe with Rolly. You didn't see him stand toe-to-toe and bang it out with motherfucking
Ryan Garcia.
With Ryan Garcia. You didn't see him stand toe-to-toe and bang it out with
Frank Martin.
Well, Frank Martin, yeah, he could have did, but like you don't even see Tank stand toe-to-toe and bang it out with a Rolly, because he knows that, okay, that Rolly style fight, I'm gonna fight him on the back foot and I'm gonna catch him coming in. Okay, he knows, okay, Ryan is dangerous if I just stand right in front of this motherfucker and bang it out. I'm gonna fight him different. But y'all watch shit and don't even understand what you're watching. And the same fighters that you praise, you don't even understand that them fighters don't fight everybody the same way. It's crazy. Like you be sitting there watching some shit and don't even understand what you're watching. Don't even understand this fighter that you praising. Well, you ain't fighting this fighter the same way, because you know what those fighters are? They're well-rounded, elite fighters. Well-rounded is the key word. They can fight all different styles. They can adjust their style according to who they're fighting. When you see somebody like a Pitbull Cruz, he can't do that. Ryan Garcia, he can do it a little bit, but not on the level of those fighters. So, yeah. Anyway, Money, we're gonna move on, man. You got anything else to input on that real quick?
No, we can move on.
Yeah, man. So let's move. Y'all smash the like button too. Y'all smash on the like button. Smash the like. It's free. It don't cost nothing. you know, they already don't send my notifications out like that because, you know, shit, I can't blame them. Shit, I don't really do live streams like that. But moving along, y'all, man. Saturday night, man. Saturday night was a big night of boxing. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed that shit, man, a lot. Salute to PBC for putting on an entertaining fight card. First fight we can start with, man. We could start with Cool Boy Steph real quick, and then we just move through to the David Benavidez after we cover the Pitbull joint. Because I mean, I'm pretty much sure that everybody felt that the Jesus Ramos and Jason Rosario was going to turn out like that turned out. So there ain't really too much to talk about when it comes to that fight. Pitbull Cruz, man, that dude Fiera money, and we can just dialogue back and forth if you want to, dog. That dude Fiera that he fought, man, I didn't know who the hell he was. I'm like, man, who the hell is this dude that Pit? So my initial thoughts, I'm like, okay, they just putting Pitbull in there against somebody so he can look good, right? To try to build him back up. But then when I went in, like, I'm like, okay, well, let me go see what this dude Fiera is about. Let me go study him. I went and seen like his fights, right? I went to watch his fights, and I'm like, oh, this dude is a pure rock'em sock'em robot slugger. I said, this gonna be a hell of a fight. When I seen it, I said, yeah, they gonna get in there and they gonna try to kill each other. Now, I did think that Pitbull was gonna get him up out of there, right? Because one of the fights that I had saw Fiera in, he did get dropped, he got hurt, right? So I said, okay, well, if he got dropped and hurt by this guy, Pitbull is definitely gonna catch him, you know, somewhere within them 12 rounds. He gonna catch him, he gonna hurt him, and that's what it's gonna be. He gonna get him up out of there. But I knew it was gonna be a hell of a slugfest. I knew that's what it was gonna be, bro. Crush, I see you in the building. Teach, I see you in the building. I knew Raul Garcia, what's happening? Salute. I knew it was gonna be a hell of a fight, man. But man, it was better than what I thought it was gonna be. And that motherfucking Fiera, dog, that motherfucking tough, dog. He tough as hell, and he actually hurt Pitbull. He the first fighter that I could say that I've seen hurt Pitbull on multiple occasions. Because we seen Raul land some big shots on Pitbull, but he ain't hurt him like that. We seen Tank almost land some big shots, but he kind of blocked Tank shit. So Tank ain't really hurt Pitbull like that. Rolly landed some big shots on Pitbull, but Pitbull was able to, you know, keep coming and walk through him. That dude Fiera hurt Pitbull, dog. Had him staggered on, I believe, at least 2 occasions. Like, that was a hell of a fight, man. You know, I enjoy seeing fights like that because, I mean, everybody got to say, man, them type of fights is exciting, money. That shit's exciting. But then, also when I look at it, man, it make me cringe because I'm like, man, fighters like that, they ain't going to be right 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be right taking that type of punishment 10 years from now. And them type of fighters, that's the type of fights that they love to be in. And Pitbull Cruz was always crying and whining and complaining about he don't want to fight no fighters that run from him. He wants somebody to stand in front of him and bang it out. Well, Fiera gave his big head ass just exactly what he asked for. He gave his big head ass exactly what he asked for. And I know when it came Sunday, he was rethinking that shit because, you know, his head was pounded. He gave his big head ass exactly what he wanted. What you think about that fight, dog?
Like you say, hell of a fight, bro. Back and forth. I'm the same. I wasn't expecting that from Pierre. He came in there, and I'm talking about went toe to toe with that Mexican pride with Pitbull Cruz, and he gave him everything he can handle, bro. He gave him everything he can handle, bro. Shout out to Pitbull for weathering the storm, giving it back though. Made it a hell of a fight. But I'm like you, yeah, Pitbull gonna get him up out of there, bro. It's gonna be probably a 6-7 round fight. He gonna get, because like you said, I want to watch. He just come forward, he want to bang. But that boy was tough, man. That boy was tough. You know what I'm saying? He went out there and put on for Mexico. put on for the country, and that I won't mind seeing the rematch in that fight, which I don't think people will give it to him. You feel me? But that dude, he fought his ass off, and he will be back in the ring. He gonna be one of them fights. It's gonna be one of them journeyman for some cats. But if you come in slipping, he gonna upset your ass. You know what I'm saying? So he proved a good point last night, and he put on against a hell of a fighter. You know what a lot of people think, you know, on that level. And you know, you gotta give him all his credit and all his just due, bro, because that shit was exciting like hell, bro. Exciting like hell. Got us ready.
Man, that motherfucker tough, dog. Pitbull couldn't really hurt his ass, man. Pitbull was hitting him with everything he had. But I don't know if you remember me saying one live stream I had, man. I was telling people that Pitbull really don't have that one punch knockout power like that. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he be cracking, right? Because the way that he wing his shots, he put everything in it. But Pitbull is not like, he's not a devastating puncher. He's more of a, you know, kind of overwhelm you, get you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Even that's what he did to Rolly. He overwhelmed Rolly. He hurt Rolly, but Rolly was still standing when they stopped the fight. He not just like an explosive, like a Javante type, Tank Davis type of one punch knockout artist. He ain't never really been that, you know. But you would think he's that by the way that he be throwing his shots. But yeah, man, Fiera gave Pitbull everything he fucking asked for. And I think he could have beat Pitbull if he had made the adjustment and stuck to it, because you remember, I don't know if y'all noticed, man, at one point Fiera started boxing Pitbull, right? On the back foot, using his jab and kind of using the little movement that he had in his arsenal, and he started giving Pitbull a lot of problems, right? But then he got away from it and he went back to slugging it out. But he gave Big Pitbull problems, and I think if he had stuck to, you know, the lateral movement and making Pitbull come to him and countering Pitbull, he could have won that fight. But you know, it was, you know, I think the pride got involved. He wanted to show that he can bang it out and standing right in front of Pitbull, and you know, that's how he pretty much fought him most of the fight, and I think that's what costed him the victory. I think he could have beat Pitbull. That's what costed him the victory, because when I seen him make that adjustment, Pitbull didn't have no answer for that adjustment. And yeah.
And dude wanted it too. He wanted it. He wasn't giving up.
Yeah, man, he was tough, dog. He was tough. But I did have Pitbull winning that fight. You know what I'm saying? I did have him winning that fight, even though he was hurt on several occasions. Pitbull, he dominated a lot of the early rounds. You know what I'm saying? He dominated a lot of the early rounds before old boy made the adjustment and realized, okay, let me get on my back foot and let me, you know, show some movement and, you know, bother him a little bit with that. But you know, it's kind of too late. And they went to war, dog. They went to war. The scorecards to me was horrible, because them scorecards was like, they had Pitbull winning by like a huge margin. And I don't think the fight should have been lopsided like that on the scorecards. I thought that, you know, I thought it was a closer fight than what the scorecards showed. But I did have Pitbull winning.
I agree, 120%. I saw them like them scorecard. I'm like, come on, man. You know the fix was in.
Yeah. Man, because obviously they trying to build Pitbull Cruz into like a attraction, right? We see what they was doing with Tank. They was trying to build him for a rematch with Tank for the longest time. What you think? What's the next step for Pitbull? Because we can see, man, that you put him in there with a boxer that can box and that's well-rounded, he's not gonna beat those fighters. So what's the next step for him? What do you think they trying to do with Pitbull?
They got to put him in there with fighters like, oh boy, man. They got to put him in fights so people come forward and bang with him. But that's what they gonna do. They gonna do that type of ish. Put him in those fights. Make him like he did. Fight those caliber fights. Put the scorecards like they do it, and then keep him for a big name, bro, and try to cash out. But that's how they've been doing. Just like he fought Rayo, you know what I'm saying? They go keep him for certain names that's out there that's big names and try to, or he's a threat to this fighter, he's the threat to that style. Put him in there with those caliber fighters and try to cash him out, bro. So that's what they trying to get big checks with his ass because he for his money as well. You know what I'm saying? He come from nothing. He had got that big fatty with Tank. He started liking it. You know what I mean? Did what he did against Gamboa. But once they keep him on that level, keep his name out there, his name gonna be floating around with the biggest of the biggest, the cats that do box and move around the ring. Even though, like you say, it won't look good for him, but they know, all right, you fight this caliber fight, it's better for you to go fight, a Shakur or some names like that and get a payday for it instead of going to fight, somebody that ain't on that level and your ass end up losing. You feel me? So that's how I think. That's what I think they doing with him. Yeah.
Do you think that Tank rematch is off the table now?
The Tank with Pitbull?
Yeah. Because that's the fight that they wanted to build.
I won't count it out. I won't count. Like I said, as long as he on the win streak, bro, and it comes down to Tank needing somebody to fight, they always go have it in their back pocket. A Pitbull fight. Pitbull beat Tank. That was Tank's toughest fight. He did it. You know what I'm saying? That fight go as long as he on the win streak. You feel me? Because he gonna have his little fan base, and as long, you know what I'm saying, they go always have it in their back pocket. So I don't think it's off the table, but I don't think it's nothing to be talked about like happening next or nothing like that.
Yeah. I don't see Tank wanting to fight no Pitbull. I believe, like many people don't, I believe Tank when he say that, he ready to retire. 2025 is his last year. I don't see him fight. I see him fighting one more fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's getting real sticky for him, and we could talk about that another time, but I don't see him fighting no Ryan Garcia because I think that fight is off the table. Ryan Garcia 2025 year is pretty much already sewn up. You know what I'm saying? He already got his year planned out. Ryan is going to be fighting at 147. He ain't coming back down to no 140. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's pretty much off the table. He can forget about that. So, Pitbull maybe could be in play again. Just depends, man. I guess we just gonna have to wait and see. But moving along, man. Cool Boy Steph real quick and Brandon Figueroa. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Figueroa was gonna beat Cool Boy Steph, dog. I thought he was gonna get Cool Boy. I don't know, man. It's just like Cool Boy last fight, man. He looked bad that last fight. You know what I'm saying? Coming off a knockout loss to Inouye, and then got dropped in his last fight. Barely won. A lot of people thought that they gave him a gift decision, and then looking at the lead up to this Figueroa fight, it's just like his attitude was kind of like lethargic. Like he was, he wasn't hyped. He didn't look like he was too into it, but he fooled the shit out of me. Motherfucker, he came to fight. Man, cook on that fight, man. What you thought going into that fight, and what did you think, watching that fight?
Well, I picked Cool Boy Steph to win it again. I thought I most definitely thought it'd be a closer fight. I'm gonna be real with you. I thought, Figueroa when he came in, and especially looking at Cool Boy when he took that loss to, Inouye, and figure like, okay, I'm gonna try to make some adjustment for my style as well because he kept just, had him and his brother fight, bro. They get you on the rope, they get the smother and they punches and things of that nature. So, I thought he would try to catch him off guard and try to, keep his distance a little bit and try to land some big shots. But seeing first of all, shout out to the attire. You know what I'm saying? The shorts with the Timbs on. I paid attention to the Timbs. I think he I think that was kind of custom made because the soles weren't the real soles of Timberland. So I paid attention to that. But he still had on the butters with the shorts. You know what I'm saying? Looking, like 1996 or some shit.
Yeah, but what the hell he had on, bro?
But he went in there, he did his thing, bro. He was boxing him. hitting and not getting hit. You know, that's somebody who stuck to his game plan. He went in there and didn't get gunshot forwards trying to go out there and prove a point, Key. Oh, I got knocked out against a new way. Let me go in there and try to prove a point. Push him back. Fight his fight. Nah, cool boy Steph went there. He fought his fight. Made him miss. Made him pay. Caught him with clean shots. You know what I'm saying? And came out on top. You know, so I just feel like Figueroa, man, was smothering his punches, bro. And he got caught up in there a little too much. You know what I'm saying? He got caught up in there a little too much to where he wasn't really trying to, you know, get some range and distance, bro, and land a big shot on him, which he had opportunities to do that too, because he was getting him on the ropes. But then the same overhand shit, just like Brandon Figueroa, overhand, even though Brandon hit a little harder, and I think he can land better shots than Omar. But, you know, he was, you know, throwing over the head, missing with shots. Um, um, Cool boy catching a lot of punches on the gloves, you know, tying them up and things of that nature. So I just feel like, you know, and I like Figueroa, bro. I do. I like him. I feel like he need to. No, it's Brandon Figueroa, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
so I do like Brandon. I feel like he got to get somebody that can make him get, you know, take a little step back, bro, and then throw your shit. You all the way up on him, throwing
all his punches,
yeah,
bro.
throwing 1,000 punches, but landing nothing.
She look just sloppy, nasty, bro.
Yeah. Like you just throwing to be throwing, bro. You just throwing, tire yourself out, bro. This man just
With his head down, you know what I'm saying? His head to barge in. It's just like
and the
he's
punch
just
that he did, man, key, they weren't landing clean and effective. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, God damn, oh boy, like God, this what they'll keep telling you to do. They gotta tell you take a step back, like bro, like you know, and it looked bad for him, bro. So shouts out to Cool Boy. Went out there, became the featherweight champion again, man. Salute to him, respect to him. You feel me? And you know, he back on top, and Philly got another dub. You know what I'm saying? They got their little gas Eagles in the Super Bowl, which I ain't gonna go that route because I'm still pissed. But you know, Philly, they got their little champions out there. They doing their thing, man. So shouts out to Cool Boy for bouncing back. You feel me? Bouncing back and becoming a champion again. You feel me? So salute to him, respect to him, bro. So let's see what he do going forward. No, he don't want to.
Shout out to Cool Boy bouncing back, man. Like I said, I didn't think he was gonna win, but I was rooting for him to get that W. And man, he went out there and he looked good. He fought his fight. Pretty much, you know, he landed the cleaner, most effective shots. And like I said, Brandon Figueroa, he just looked sloppy, was smothering every punch, wasn't landing no clean shots. He just, I don't know, man. He ain't. And then he had a nerve enough to be calling for a Inoue fight. Man, a new way will put him where his brother at.
Yeah,
fucking drug rehab and shit. Cause that's what he gonna get on. He gonna get on drugs and alcohol after he feel that ass whooping Inoue put on him.
Have his ass on the bottom, exactly. Put your ass right on the bottom.
Like that shit, man. Nah, he like. To me, he ain't. I know they kept talking about, oh man, how good he looked at 135. If you go back and look at the fights at 130, I mean not 135, but 126. Since he moved up to 126, he ain't looked that spectacular to me in none of those fights. Like, yeah, he did get a couple stoppages, but it was just the nasty, sloppy, just overwhelming, you know, the fighters on the ropes and just rushing into them. And you know, some fighters, they can't deal with that type of pressure. But when you get to the elite level, like a Cool Boy Steph that's been in there with Inoue, that's been in there with him already before, you can't fight that type of fight. That's not going to win you the fight, especially if you not landing no clean shots. And see, he thought that he was going to be, because since he fought Cool Boy at 122, when they fought at 122, he thought that Cool Boy wasn't going to be as strong as him at 126. But early on in that fight, when he was trying to bully Cool Boy, it wasn't working. Now, yeah, he was able to, in the later rounds, he was able to push Cool Boy back on the ropes, you know. But by that time, he was tired himself. You know what I'm saying? By that time, he didn't have no steam on his shots. He was throwing all arm punches, and you're not doing no damage. So Cool Boy was just keeping his cool, staying on the ropes, and countering him. And like I said, he was landing the cleaner shots because you got that man, you smothering everything you throw. You're not stepping back, giving yourself no type of space to land no clean shots.
Facts.
So yeah, man, big win by Cool Boy, and he put that rematch and all of that. Oh, I got robbed, and he put that shit to bed. Get the fuck on. I done beat you twice. Now I'm about to move on. You got to eat that shit. Now eat that. Take that L and eat it.
With your fantasy fight with a new way.
Right. And you lost. And you lost the fight with you lost the opportunity. Right. An opportunity that you better be glad you lost, because you was gonna get put to sleep out cold. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, moving along. Let's talk about it, dog. Y'all smash the like button. Let's get to the David Benavidez, David Morrell, man. Let's talk about it. Yeah, dog, man. I knew this was gonna be a hell of a fight. Remember, they said that, and some of y'all in here, because a lot of people was picking David Morrell off of pure hate. I think it was off of pure hate for David Benavidez, right? They was calling David Benavidez all type of every name in the book. Wouldn't giving him no type of credit at all, and said that he had been ducking David Morrell for the past 3 years. I've been on here arguing with people for the past 3 years that's been telling me that David Benavidez is afraid of Morrell. He ducking Morrell, and Morrell was saying the same shit. Morrell been calling for this fight for a long time, and he got exactly what he asked for. Man, hell of a fight, though. You got a gang of noise in the background, money. Yeah, hell of a fight. Hell of a fight, man. Both of them went out there and fought their ass off. But Benavidez showed that he is the monster that he say he is. He is the monster that I knew he is. He just that. It's his time, man. And he went out there, man, and the shit that he was doing offensively, like, man, punching David Morrell's hand down, and then coming over with looping shots and coming under with uppercuts, moving his because the whole time, if you see, David Morrell was trying to come in there with that high guard. David Benavidez slapping that high guard down, coming with uppercuts, coming with hooks, and it's just, man, that David Benavidez has every punch in the arsenal when it comes to offense. And then when it comes to his defense, yes, he did get caught with some shots by David Morrell as expected. You in a fight. You got two A-level fighters in the ring fighting each other. Of course, you're going to get caught with some shit. But David Benavidez, he don't get hit as much as y'all think he gets hit. He blocks a lot of them shots with his arms and his forearms, right? And he shows that not only does he have an elite level offense, he got elite defense too. Because to be in a fight like that with Morel, who is highly accurate, dominates pretty much everybody he be in the ring with, has exceptional punching power. David Benavidez, both of them showed they got hell of a chins, because both of them took some big shots. To me, a lot of people talking about, well, it's the experience factor. It's because David Morrell didn't have the experience. That played a role in it, but what I saw in that ring is that David Morrell could not keep up with the work rate of David Benavidez. He overwhelms you, right, with the work rate. Plus, he's accurate with all of his punches. He don't just be winging shots and missing shit. Like, he gonna hit you to the body, he gonna hit you to the head, and all of his shit is pinpoint accurate. I mean, he landed at what, like a 47%. That's hot. So he got a work rate and he landed his shots. You know what I'm saying? He don't just throw away punches. And David Morrell, man, you can see that he was trying to keep up with that work rate of David Benavidez. He couldn't keep up with that work rate. David Benavidez, he overwhelms you. And he's strong as hell. David Morrell thought he was going to be able to push David Benavidez back because you look at him and you're like, oh, he out of shape and he ain't built like, nah. That dude is strong as an ox. And he was stronger than David Morrell also. He was also stronger than David Morrell. But David Morrell, man, he showed me that he's better than I thought he was because he got a lot of dog in him. When anybody else that was getting hit with the shit that he was getting hit with by David Benavidez, I think they would have folded. He didn't fold. He kept fighting, and he did his best. He was just in there with somebody that was better than him. That's what it is. David Benavidez was just better. And David Benavidez should be high on the pound for pound list. I'm going to come out with my pound for pound list because for the first time ever, I'm going to come out with a pound for pound list. And David Benavidez is up there, as he should be. That's what we need to start talking about. Where is David Benavidez where he should be on the pound for pound list? Because he's fighting all of the top dogs. He's not ducking no smoke like a lot of y'all favorite fighters doing. And man, he continues to fight the best after the best after the best. And yeah, man, David Benavidez is the type of fighter that I rock with. Because how can you not like him? He dominating in the ring. He showed you everything you want to see, exciting fights. And on top of that, he know how to talk his ass off. He know how to sell a fight. He talk that shit. He know how to build a fight. And like Caleb Plant said, he mean-spirited. Like how can you hate on David Benavidez? You're not a real boxing fan if you sit up there and say that you don't fuck with David Benavidez. If you don't fuck with David Benavidez, I want to know who your favorite fighter is. He got a chin, and that knockdown was bullshit. I seen a lot of money. I seen a lot of people running with that knockdown. Oh man, he got knocked down. He was hurt. First of all, he wasn't hurt. Y'all full of shit. That knockdown was bullshit. He tripped over. That shit was a trip. And he got tapped on the back of the shoulder. I got that knocked in. I got it in my phone. Let me pull it up real quick to show y'all the replay, show y'all how full of shit that knockdown was. Matter of fact, let me pull it up right here. Give me 1 second. Here we go, right here. Hold on. Look at this shit. Damn. Hold on, man. Get this phone right. Okay, here we go. Man. Hold on, run that back. I keep on missing it. Damn. I'm trying to pull it up on this. Okay, here we go.
That's the
Now,
to your ass.
Man. Look at that. Come on now. That's a knockdown. He hit him on the shoulder, on the back, in the back. He didn't even. They talking about, oh man, he was hurt. He hurt him bad. He wobbled him. Come on, dog. Their legs got caught up. Come on, he wobbled him. They was hurt. You know, man, how these haters be, man. They'll take the smallest shit and they just run with that shit. Come on, man. He hit his shoulder, dog. You know what I'm saying? And he hit his shoulder and they feet got tangled up. So, I mean, it wasn't really no knockdown at all. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that's running with that, oh, man, he dropped him. And, man, I done seen so many videos. Man, David Benavidez, he got dropped and got back up after he was hurt. And, like, people need to go, if you rewatch shit, like, first of all, nowhere shows you that he was hurt at all. like I said, the punch didn't even land. It swiped him on the shoulder. So I mean, yeah, man, David Benavidez is a dog, but David Morrell is a dog too. I ain't gonna lie. I don't see nobody at 168, including Canelo Alvarez, and I know Money gonna disagree, but I don't see nobody at 168 beating David Morrell neither. I don't see Caleb Plant beating him. I don't see if Jamal Charlo move up, I don't see him beating David Morrell, but he probably already know that because he's trained with him and sparred him. Like ain't nobody at 168. Well, oh yeah, they moved up to 175. 168 or 175 beating Morrell if their name ain't Bivol or Beterbiev. You know what I'm saying? And he give either one of them a run for their money. But I think that David Benavidez, man, is definitely the best at 168, but he ain't there no more because we all know why he had to move up. And as far as 175, I think that I can see David Benavidez beating Bivol. I think the toughest fight for David Benavidez is Beterbiev because of the style. I don't think that David Benavidez can stand in front of Beterbiev and slug it out. You know what I'm saying? Because that motherfucker, if he punch you on your and another thing is David, he block a lot of the shots with his arms. So Beterbiev, you got to change up. You got to change up your way of fighting. You facing him because he'll punch through your arms. You know what I'm saying? He might break your goddamn forearm punching you. That's how hard he punched. So you're going to have to use lateral movement and things of that nature to fight with a Beterbiev. So I think that is a tougher fight than a Bivol. I think with Bivol, you just got to worry about being able to cut the ring off, with the angles that he used. And, Bivol, he pretty much only throwing straight punches. You don't really have to worry about him hurting you like that because he don't really pack that type of power. So I think that, a great fight, but I see him beating a Bivol because of the style, right? And he don't really have to worry about that power. He just got to focus on, catching up to him and dealing with the movement. And Bivol do move and punch at the same time. So it's a difficult fight. Either fight is difficult, right? But I see him edging it out against Bivol and Beterbiev. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up with Beterbiev. That fight is going to come down to who can land the bigger shot and get who hurt. Who can land the bigger shot and get who hurt. And that's what that's going to come down to. But he definitely top 3 in 175. I think that David Morrell is a top 4 fighter at 175. I think both David Benavidez and David Morrell are 1 and 2 at 168. I don't think Canelo can beat now one of them fighters. I don't think Canelo can beat Benavidez or David Morrell. And I mean, especially, by how he been looking against these Rudy Poos he been fighting. But that's my opinion. But anyway, man, that was a hell of a fight. I only had David Morrell winning like 2 rounds, but all of the rounds were competitive. Like, it ain't like that he laid down. He was like, all of those rounds was exciting and competitive, but I didn't have Morrell winning no rounds like that. I had him winning like 2 rounds, and David Benavidez, he won in dominating fashion, man. He showed that he is who they say he is, and yeah, man, he's a force to be reckoned with. He only like 27 years old, and he getting better and better every fight with the experience that he get, man. And I don't mind seeing, I definitely don't mind seeing a rematch between Benavidez and Morel somewhere down the road. I like, real talk. I don't mind seeing them rematch each other. Not next, maybe a year or 2 from now. But yeah, they're gonna be the top at the division for years to come if they stay in that division. I believe so. But go ahead, Money.
This goddamn blasphemy that's going on, everybody running around with this Morel beat Canelo shit. Okay, I'll give y'all Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all rap Benavidez. I'm gonna let y'all have the Benavidez take. You know what I'm saying? He supposed to fight Benavidez. I agree with that shit. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie like he wasn't supposed to fight Benavidez. Benavidez deserved to fight. He fought every motherfucker Canelo told him to fight. He was sitting there patiently waiting. He was praising Canelo, give him his love. Then he had to tell Canelo, fuck you. I've been waiting for a long time. How much longer you want me to wait? I've been praising your ass. Been my daddy cussing your ass out, not me, right? So I'm gonna give y'all Benavidez and let y'all run with that because I still got Canelo whooping his ass. But this Morel shit has to stop, man. This man Morel ain't fought no goddamn bite in his show when he got into that ring with David Benavidez. All he was good for is taking an ass whooping that night because that's what he did. He got an ass whooping. David did everything he wanted to do to him. I salute him because he was tough. He took some punches. He gave some back. He stood in the paint like a man. You know what I'm saying? He was a man last night, everybody. Well, night before last, because Claressa fought last night, the women. But this motherfucking David Morrell beat Canelo Alvarez shit. Morrell would get put on his ass. On his ass. You understand what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's stop the blasphemy. What is wrong with you people? What has Morrell done? What has he done? Besides knock out some people he was supposed to knock out. His resume ain't like David Benavidez. I knew David was going to do that to Morel, bro. I knew David was the real David that slayed Goliath. Not David Morel, but David Benavidez. I knew who the real David was on Saturday night. Oh, my mama, quit playing with me. Like Uncle say, oh, my mama. Oh, my mama, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gonna quit throwing salt on my dude Canelo name like he's just some type of suck out here. Like he ain't go up to 175 and knock out Kovalev motherfucking ass. Who I don't think David Morel would have beat Kovalev. You feel me? Like he done whoop Caleb Plant ass and stop him. I don't think David Morel would have beat Caleb Plant. I don't know if Morel would have beat Callum Smith.
Come on now, dog.
Beat Billy Joe Saunders.
Come on now, man. You push it.
I didn't listen to your blasphemy talking about this David Morel shit. He's the best and this and that and all that shit. I don't know if Morel can beat those guys. David went in there whooped on them. I don't know if he even beat motherfucking Demetrius Andrade. You feel me? We seen what David Morel did to him. David Benavidez did to him. Like, I'm being serious, bro. I like Morel. He got some punching power.
Ain't none of them dudes you named beating David Morel.
Bro, so you telling me Caleb Plant can't beat David Morel, bro?
No, absolutely not.
Plant can beat David Morel, bro.
David Morel will stop Caleb Plant, and Caleb Plant is my guy. I hope he don't hear this because Caleb Plant is one of Caleb Plant, one of my favorite fighters.
I don't know.
He's one of my favorite fighters, but he can't beat Morel.
I don't know. I know people looking at what Canelo and what David Benavidez did to Caleb Plant. I don't know if Morel can do the same thing, bro. And I'm just being real. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? Oh, mama, quit playing with me. Oh, mama. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at all right, I'm talking a little shit, swallow a little spit. I like Morel, man. You know what I'm saying? He can fight. He tough. A Cuban. They was calling him boring the other day, which was fucking me up, bro.
Shut the fuck up, Dundada. God damn, Dundada don't. He always got to come in here and say some dumb ass shit.
He's fighting light heavyweights, not an undersized middleweight. Who's the
undersized? He was whooping everybody. Whoever he fought, he whooped.
Who's the undersized middleweight? Who you talking about?
I don't know what the fuck you talking about. He made the weight. If you make the weight, you make the weight. What are you talking about?
If you sign that contract and get in that ring, that's a ding ding. When that bell goes ding ding, everything else goes out the window. You know what I'm saying? Everything else goes out the window. But Morel is a hell of a fighter, bro. He's young. He's skilled. I like his attitude too, Keith. I don't think he's gonna let this fight discourage him. I like what he said at the end. You feel me? Benavidez was the better man. I'm young. I'm not giving up. You know what I'm saying? That's some good experience for him, bro. Because he like I say, the fighters he was fighting, they weren't really big names like that. You know what I'm saying? But he went in there and he showed his skill set against the lower level, and he was knocking their ass out to where people were saying, "Oh man, he's this big knockout artist. He can do this." We know how it go, Keith. You go knock out certain motherfuckers when you're facing the best. It's hard to knock out the best, bro. It's hard to knock out the best. You got cats come out. Benavidez and Morel knocks out Canelo. Like they have to. Nobody is knocking out Canelo. Nobody.
I don't think neither one of them stops Canelo for sure.
Now let me say this: Morel is still young-minded, bro. Benavidez is battle tested. Benavidez been through that ring already. He battle tested, bro. He fought the best people out there. You gotta praise him, like you say, on the pound for pound list. On which you look at his resume, regardless of what people talking about. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what people talking about, his resume is solid, bro. Benavidez's resume is solid, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that people want to see Canelo fight, Benavidez fought a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And he did what he did to him. He dismantled their ass. You feel me? And you got to respect that. That's why I say he deserved the Canelo fight over everybody. The Benavidez deserved that fight. I've been saying that. I'm going to continue to say that. I got Canelo winning, but I'm not going to be up here and be an asshole and be lying and shit. Oh, what did Benavidez do? He don't deserve the fight. Yeah, no, he did everything he told him to do. He fought. You know what I'm saying? You can't get the big fight. You go fight the next best thing. And that's all Benavidez has been doing. Fighting the next best thing. Fighting the next best thing. And if you call his name, he coming to you. He don't give a damn if you coming up on the list or if you know what I'm saying? No way. What's that motherfucker name? Edgar Berlanga should have got a fight before David Benavidez. And Edgar Berlanga got scared of David Benavidez. He got scared. He called David Benavidez's name out. David Benavidez answered the call. They went the other way.
Mm-hmm.
They went the other way. Because Benavidez don't play. And I give him that. Just like he told Luis the Cuba ass at the end of the press conference. Threaten me again and watch what happens. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care about you being no promoter. He don't play with nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to somebody. They said, yeah, they game banging on bullshit. They call him a game banger. So, you feel me? I think he is in one of the Mexican games. Benavidez and his brother. They connected.
But yeah, he said, you know, he said that. Well, I don't know if you watched an interview with Andre Ward, man. That was a hell of an interview. Andre Ward is by far, hands down, the best interviewer in all of boxing media. Like by far. Ain't nobody. He's able to get stories out of these fighters that nobody else can get.
Because his status, he don't have no agenda. He just like Terence Brady was trying to make a pick between Earl and Bud, he would never do it, bro. No. He all for the fighters. Go ahead, though.
And man, you gotta watch that interview. In David Benavidez, man, he talked about how he had a drug problem. He talked about
drug and drinking problem.
He talked about how he was in the streets and shit like that, heavy. Like he talked about a lot, man. So yeah, you might be right.
I'm gonna check that out.
And I've been around him, and I see some of the cats that is in his crew. He got some street cats, some real street cats around him.
You see them boys in the cut, Key. You hear me? Them boys in the cut.
He got some for sure. He got some real street cats around him.
Yeah, so David Benavidez deserved the fight. But let me talk about the fight, man. Listen, David went in there, and I knew David was gonna do that. I knew he wasn't gonna knock him out. I thought he might drop him, though. I will say that. And I'm with you. Like I knew that drop. When you look at the drop, the way David stood back up, bro, the way he looked at that man, and then that drop, even if they want to say it was a drop, it still got wiped away because he threw the punch at the end of the fight. I mean, at the end of the bell, which I don't think they should have took a point from him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jimmy the Cricket should have took a point from him. I think it should have been a warning. But even that drop, if it was a drop, it got wiped away. You feel me? It got wiped away. But David Benavidez went in there, bro, and he did what he said he was going to do. He was going to take it to him. We're going to see what you got, little pussy. You talk that shit, but now you get it in the ring and want to fucking fight. I'll fuck you up, Nah, David Benavidez talk. He don't be bullshit. That motherfucker say what he mean and mean what he say. And he's really one of them.
Cocksucker.
Say what he mean and means what he say. Like, if he say something, it's law. If he say something, it's law. He's that type. Like, he ain't no gimmick with him. Ain't no clown show with him. Ain't no getting up on the stage and I'm going to react like this because I just want to sell some tickets or I want to just fool the people. Ain't none of that with David Benavidez. He mean what he say and say what he mean. And shout out to the beautiful wife that he got because she is backbone, and his I think he only got one son, right? Or do they got two?
One son, one daughter, and one on the way.
Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he got his purpose now, bro. And he living in his purpose. And what I said last night, no, sir, what I said 2 nights ago, you know what I mean? I'm going to get up off his wife because I know what y'all be thinking. Y'all look, devilish minds y'all got out there. I know what y'all mans be thinking. I know you like a book.
I'm going to say something about her real quick, man, because I met her too. She actually hella cool and down to earth.
Humble.
Like, she's so cool and humble. You would think, looking at her, she look like, she might be a snobby bitch. Nah, she hella cool, hella humble. They just cool people, dog.
I know women, bro. I listened to her interview, the way she carry herself,
I
man.
never seen her interview before.
Yeah, she do interviews,
I
bro.
met
Like,
her in person.
the way she carry herself and hold it down, bro. And when I said that, they were like, "Oh no," I say she loyal to him. That's just like, "Oh no, she loyal to the money." I say, man, y'all niggas don't know shit about
Nah,
women. Y'all don't know
that,
nothing about women.
that
That woman got
definitely ain't her at all.
yeah. Cats don't know nothing about women, bro. That woman is his backbone, bro. That's his purpose. His kids, his wife. That was like you say the street. And I'm gonna go watch it. But I bet you mentioned that woman. I ain't seen it yet, but I bet you mentioned that woman and say she helped turn his life around. I don't know if he mentioned or not, but I can tell that's his backbone, bro. And that's his
Yeah.
purpose. Her and them kids, cause he don't fuck with niggas, bro. And I ain't talking about black people with you racist mother. Yeah, we know he don't fuck with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's bullshit. He don't fuck with people. You don't see him with a new crowd. You don't see him trying to be down. You don't see him trying to be in the in crowd. David is just David, off to himself, got his family, got his people, and that's the type of man I respect, bro. Because the way he is around the little people that he do got, he the same way with himself, man. You know what I'm saying? And he gave Mighty B a shout out. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Don't forget about that part. You feel me? Yeah, I got David Benavidez on my intro. You feel what I'm saying? So when you look at him, bro, he just like you say, Keith. You don't like David Benavidez, you just a hater, or you a radical fan of another fighter, and you're afraid that he'll beat your favorite fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want nothing to do with him. You hate on his style and what he do because you can't take nothing his daddy say and put it with him. Because one thing he do, with that I respect, is he speak for himself. You know, he speak for himself. If daddy can say one thing, he'll tell you. That was my pops that said that. I didn't say that. My pop said that.
Remember when they was trying to, I don't know if you remember, right? When they was trying to say that he ducked that when they tried to put words in his mouth and say that he didn't want no parts of Demetrius Andrade, right? And they're like, Samson said that such and such you didn't want to fight him because he moved and this and that, and he was like, shit, fuck what he said. I'm telling y'all right now, that ain't coming out of my mouth. I don't know what Samson said, but I'm telling you, like, we can make that fight happen. I'll beat his ass, and like he speaks for himself.
And what happened? He made it happen, didn't
he? Yep, and made it happen.
MPR, I never said he beat Better Be, bro. Me and Keon both agreed that's his toughest fight at second fight. We both.
Yeah, I think David Benavidez's toughest fight overall from 168 or 175 is Better Be because of the style. I think that Bivol, that's a tough fight too, money, because we know that Bivol, he's moving 24/7. He's punching on the move. Right. He know how to move backwards, laterally, forward, and he can punch in all different angles. So he's difficult for everybody, and he have good defense. So that's a hard fight. But I think that Bitterby, because of his style and the power that he has, in the way that David Benavidez likes to fight, like he likes to fight. You know what I'm saying? He like to come and he gonna take some, he gonna give more, and he like to fight it, and that's just a tough way to fight a Bitterby.
Yeah, but my thing is like even with Bivol, bro, the fight with Caden Plant and what people don't know, the fight with Gozif. Gozif ain't just no pump for a fighter. That's a gold medalist. He's a Ukrainian that can move. People don't understand how Better Be at walked his ass down and forced him to fight. I think he'll do the same thing with Bivol. Don't get me wrong. I think Bivol probably got a little more better footwork, but the way Benavidez fight, the way he can track your ass down, bro, he will force you to fight. Now, one thing Bivol got, he got good defense and good upper body movement. But I think the activity of David Benavidez, and he growing into 175. That ain't nothing but his second fight against Morel. So he only gonna get stronger and bigger, as he goes on. So if he can take he can take Bivol punches better to me. He can take Bivol punches better than he can take Better Be punches. And right. if you hit Benavidez and you hit him with some shit, he feel like he can take it, you're in trouble. And I think Bivol will be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I said it won't be a good fight because ain't nobody just go whoop Bivol ass and just nothing like that. But I think the same way Better Be got to Bivol, I think David to get to Bivol, but I think he probably get to him a little better because of the youth. You know what I'm saying? And I think with Benavidez, I just think, like we said, that motherfucker's just strong, man. He's physical. He can box, but I just think his power, bro. His power is a different type of power. And I think that it discouraged Benavidez to where I ain't gonna say discouraged because Benavidez ain't no bitch. But I just think it
change up a little bit.
Yeah, it caused some problems a little bit to where it might have Benavidez second guessing some things in that motherfucker. Because one thing about power, I don't give a damn who you is. Once you feel that shit, you don't want to get hit with that shit like that. Nobody want to get hit hard. Tank told you that shit. I'm not trying to get hit with that hard shit. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. You feel me? So
and Bivol got respectable power, but Bivol don't have power like that because I've seen Bivol empty the fucking clip on fighters and they still standing.
Right.
Like
he got hit you on the sweet spot with a good shot on the sweet spot.
Yeah, Bivol don't have power like that. That's what people look at Bivol and like, oh man, he can punch and he's not cracking like that. So with David Benavidez, you can tell, man, a lot of people be like, oh well, man, they just stand in front of him and he make you fight his fight. He puts so much pressure on you, and that's another thing. David Benavidez, he throws punches on the move. That a lot of fighters, what they do, and you know this yourself, right? A lot of fighters, they put pressure on you, right? But when they moving forward, they're not throwing punches. They're just getting in a range to where they can. David Benavidez, he don't stop throwing, and he got a good jab. He go to the body. He can do it all offensively. So with that pressure in his offensive game, he make you fight his fight. So these fighters ain't just, oh, well, they just choosing it. Nah, he make you do that shit. He make you fight his fight.
Facts, bro. Facts. So, he most definitely going to be more danger to Bivol and Benavidez, you feel me? But, it'll be a hell of a fight. But forcing the real fight, man, he did what he's supposed to do, man. He went in there. He showed that boy who's the master. Show enough. You feel me? Showed that boy who's the master. Put it on his ass. And then afterwards, they dapped it up. They hugged it out with grace like men supposed to. You know what I mean? I knew it was just talking shit like that. And but you can still see he had a little anger in him at the post fight conference because David Morrell tried to touch him on the shoulder. He walked off on it there like, yeah, get your motherfucking team in order before I slap the shit out of his old ass. He go flying backwards out that chair because David wasn't playing with nobody, bro.
Like, he's still talking shit too, though, money. He's like, man, just like I said I would.
Right, bro, for real. Like when he on, bro. He on. And that's one motherfucker. Like if he cool with you, bro, he the nicest motherfucker in the world, bro. He fuck with you here. But boy, if you on his bad side, you on the wrong side. You feel me? Because he gonna let your ass know it wherever he at. You know what I'm saying? He don't take no, and I respect it like a man, like Caden Plant. They don't take no disrespect lightly, bro. You're not gonna disrespect me and then think it's all cool, sit in my face in front like I'm in front of these cameras. They don't take no disrespect lightly, which I respect like a motherfucker, bro. So, let's see what's next for David, bro. I think he supposed to be in position now to get the winner of Bivol and Benavidez.
Yeah.
So let's see if they can take place, which I know Turkey can make it happen. And I know David Benavidez is all for that action. He all for that action. So if Benavidez get the rematch, I think they can make that happen. But if Bivol win, I think they'll do a trilogy. And I think David Benavidez will be on that undercard, in my opinion, bro. Getting ready for that winner, bro. That's how I feel about that. Shouts out to David Benavidez, bro.
You didn't hear? Did you see the post he put up on Instagram?
No. David Benavidez.
He says, first of all, I want to thank God for this victory. It was an amazing night from start to finish. He says, I told y'all I was gonna do that shit. And he put up the bicep emoji. He said, this is Monstro's world, and I can't be stopped. Thank you to all my fans that came out to support. I'll never forget this night because how much love y'all showed me. He says, I love all my fans. Thank you again. And I hope all, he says, I hope all were happy with the ass beating I gave Morel. See, he's still talking that shit. He says, I'll never let my fans down, and we're going to continue to keep doing what we say we're going to do and be the best. Until next time, I love y'all. So yeah, he's still like, hey, I told y'all I was gonna beat his ass, and that's just what I did.
As he should.
Morel know he got his ass beat. It was crazy to me how Morel's promoter, I don't know if you seen the press conference, Morel promoter, bro, was talking about, they got robbed. The referee was the reason why. The referee was saving Benavidez. Benavidez kept hitting Morel low, and the referee was letting him do it, and just saying some just outrageous, crazy shit. Sounded like AB when he lost to Blair Cobbs and shit.
When he lost to every damn body, Pacquiao,
Yeah.
Blair Cobbs, Marcos Manon, every damn body. I beat that boy. Yeah, I know I beat that boy.
And Morel didn't say none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Morel gave him his props and everything, right? But that's why, you know what I'm saying? And then David Benavidez went in the press conference, shook Morel's hand, shook that old motherfucking hand, and then that old motherfucker started talking shit again. He told me, man, I'm gonna slap the shit out you.
Yeah, for real.
He would have really did that shit too. He would have slapped the motherfucking gray out his old ass head.
Bro, he wasn't playing. He say, you stop doing fucking threats. Like, told that boy quit doing threats. Like, he wasn't playing. You can tell that boy demeanor, the look on his face. He was dead ass serious.
Dead serious. Yeah, man. But I just, that fight showed me a lot about David Benavidez because Morel can crack. Like, that motherfucker can punch, dog. You don't put nobody in a coma and kill somebody in the ring if you can't crack like that. You know what I'm saying? Morel done killed a man in the ring and put a man in a coma. So
who was those mans, bro?
But I'm just saying he's still got that punching power like that.
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? Even David Benavidez said that he punches harder than anybody I've been in the ring with. He says, I thought he would hit harder though. He said
I heard that part.
Yeah, he said I thought he would hit harder. He said, but you know, they said compare him to the rest of the guys that he been in the ring with, and he said, well, you know, he do punch harder.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? He get so Morel can crack, bro. You can see, you could look at him and tell he built. Morel is bigger than Benavidez. So for everybody talking about, oh man, he's a weight bully. He's just doing that because he's bigger than all these guys. Well, he went in there his last two fights and fought fighters that was bigger than him. And what was the outcome? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, and I just think that David Morrell, man, is a hell of a fighter. He showed that. He was just in there with a better fighter. But man, bro, like he did better than anybody I've seen in the ring with David Benavidez. He did better than anybody I've seen in the ring with him. And he showed to me, he showed that he's on the A level. I think sometimes you can show that you on a level above everybody else, even in the L, even taking the L. Yeah, he took an L, but he took the L to me in great fashion. However you want to sum that up. He took it in great fashion because he looked good and you know, he showed me things in that fight that I needed to see from Morel.
Yeah, because he younger, he ain't been in no wars, so you know his body fresh. So he gonna take a beat in the ass whooping, you know what I mean? But you know, he got to show me more. I respect his skill set, I respect what he can do, but he got to show me more. When you coming up, that's your first big time fight. You know, you in great shape. He was in great shape that night. You know what I'm saying? You know, he ain't been in there. No. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really tested him. You know, that was his first big test, and he stood up to the challenge. You know what I'm saying? He went all 12, but he got to show me more.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he just showed me enough to know that he's an A-level elite fighter. Dundada says that David Benavidez knocked Darrell out. Yeah, he stopped Darrell. Yeah, Darrell got stopped and beat up. What are we saying? Like, what are we asking? But man, so looking at the 175-pound division, right? We know that Beterbiev and Bivol, they got a rematch coming up. If Beterbiev and Bivol, well, let me go back a little bit, right? I was watching a video that Blue Blood put out today, and he says that Beterbiev, it sounded like he don't want to fight
Bivol.
David Benavidez. He
Oh,
talking about that he's thinking about either moving up to cruiserweight or retiring. And then he said Bivol is acting like he don't want to fight Benavidez neither.
we have to see for ourselves, man.
So if that's the case, right? Looking at the landscape of 175, Callum Smith moved up, right?
I mean, we don't know if that is the case, though. We got to hear that for ourselves.
Well, no, I'm not saying that's the case. I'm saying if that's the case, or even if they have a trilogy fight, right? What does David Benavidez do in between? That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm getting at. We gotta look at the landscape of 175. I like a fight like Anthony Yarde. I think Callum Smith moved up to cruiserweight, I believe. Right? Callum Smith, did he move up to cruiserweight? I mean, look, I like that fight. I like a Benavidez. I mean, I think he beats the shit out of Callum Smith and Anthony Yarde for sure. But they still good, solid fights. Let me see if Callum Smith moved up. One of them UK fighters like Buatsi. I like that for David Benavidez. Yeah, definitely Canelo ain't fighting. That definitely ain't happening. Let me see if Callum Smith. Oh, Callum Smith is still at okay. Callum Smith is still at light heavyweight, but Callum Smith and Joshua Buatsi, they got a fight coming up. Damn, they fighting on that Shakur Stevenson card.
Damn, that's locked in.
Yeah. So I like David Benavidez against the winner of that fight. That's a solid fight. What you say?
Nah, I didn't even know that neither. Joshua Buatsi and Calvin Smith locked in.
Yeah, they fighting on that same card with Shakur and Bitterbeef and all of them. It's a hell of a fight, dog. That goddamn card is crazy. That card is stacked. That shit's crazy, bro. I like that. That's a hell of a fight right there. Callum Smith and Joshua Buatsi. So I like to see Benavidez fight the winner of that fight. If he can't get the winner of Bivol and Bitterbeef next. That's a solid fight. If he can't get that, I would like to see him against an Anthony Yarde. But I would prefer to see David Morrell fight Anthony Yarde, right? And then David Benavidez fight the winner of Joshua Buatsi and Callum Smith.
Yeah.
If, like I said, if he can't get, of course, we all prefer to see David Benavidez face the winner of Bivol and Bitterbeef, but if he can't get that fight right off the rip, that's solid right there. That's solid. Those are some solid fights.
That'd be solid. I like those fights too.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to money, but NPR say that card is on steroids. Yeah, that card is crazy. Like, real talk, have we ever seen a card this great from top to bottom? Like Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin might be the weakest fight on that card. You know what I'm saying? It ain't weak because of Shakur. It's just because I don't see, I don't see that fight being competitive with Kid Austin. He's just not on that level. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. But let's keep it a buck. I mean, the worst fight on that card might be Shakur versus Kid Austin, and that's still, a dope fight to watch. That's still a dope fight to watch, and that might be the weakest fight on the whole card. The card last June, you talking about the Tank card? The Tank card is not on the level. That Tank and that was a good card. I ain't gonna lie, NPR. That was a solid card to Tank and Tank Davis and Frank Martin, but that card is not. You can't compare that card to this February 22nd card. It ain't even close. It ain't even close, bro. We not even talking about Virgil Ortiz versus Madrimov. Virgil Ortiz versus Madrimov is on that card. We got Big Bang versus Agit on that. However you say Agit, or whatever, however you say his name. That fight is on this card. Benavidez, Beterbiev versus Bivol. Shakur versus motherfucking Kid Austin. You got Colin Smith versus Joshua Buatsi. You got who else? I'm missing some shit. I'm missing something. I ain't even named everything. It ain't no way you can compare that Gervonta Davis and Frank Martin card with that card. There's no way that shit don't even come close. Yeah, you got Daniel Dubois versus Joshua Parker. All on the same card? And you come on. Man, come on. You can't compare. It ain't no fight card you can compare that to. The closest to it is Bud versus Madrimov, but that Bud versus Madrimov card ain't even messing with that. And that was a hell of a card. That Bud versus Madrimov card was better than the Tank versus what's his name? Goddamn Frank Martin. Now, I'm not saying that Tank versus Frank Martin wasn't a good card. That was a hell of a card for PBC. But none of that, nah. That card ain't even comparing to the card with Terence Crawford and Madrimov. Let alone this card. This, to me, this is the best fight card I've ever seen in my 40 years, some years of watching boxing. This is the best fight card I've seen since I could remember, right? Since I could remember watching boxing in 85, 86 was the first. 85 was the Holyfield versus Muhammad Dwight Qawi is the first fight that I was old enough that I could remember watching. I can't remember a card being this stacked. Like, this shit crazy. It's so many fights on this card. I'm forgetting about fights that's on there. I'm forgetting about top A level fights that's on the card. That's how many fights is on this card. It's crazy. Val, what's happening with it, man? You late in the building, man. Me and Money was up here cooking for a minute. But yeah, so that shit crazy. When you say that, when I can say that Shakur Stevenson versus Kid Austin is the weakest fight on the whole card, probably, that's saying something. And that's a good fight to watch, right? You know, just to be entertained by, because I know that Shakur gonna dominate it. But as far as the mismatch, that's the weakest fight on the card. And when you can say that, the card got to be stacked. That's crazy. Yeah, Teach, cards like this is rare. Because if it wasn't for Turkey, we would never get a card like that. Can't nobody pay for a card like that. Ain't nobody finna come out their pocket like a card like this. You know, the way that pay-per-view is set up, you basically coming out of your pocket and saying, here, have this. Like, Turkey is literally paying for us to watch this card. All of those top A-level fighters that's on that card fighting each other, can no promoter pay them like that? So he's definitely paying, like he's giving this card to us for the fans. That's crazy. We ain't never seen a card this stacked ever. AQ in the building. What's happening with it? Salute. Yeah, y'all in here late as hell. We finna wrap it up. Me and Money been on here for 2 hours. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. But man, hey, a great year of boxing, man. I'm gonna start doing lives more often to cook. Benavidez said on Ariel Hawani show that he gonna be the fight in Saudi. Well, another thing, KQ, a lot of people were saying that Turkey ain't he taking everything to Saudi. Well, we got the announcement today that Terence Bud Crawford and Canelo is in Las Vegas. So there you go. And David Benavidez, he says that this is what David Benavidez said. David says that he's built his fan base. He's took years and years. He's took years building his fan base in the U.S. And he feels that if he fight, you know, some of these top fighters, he feels that his fight should be in the U.S. because he's worked on building his fan base, and I gotta agree with him. He's put in that work to build his fan base in the U.S. And David Benavidez says that he feels that, you know, when he get big fights or his next big fight should be on U.S. soil because he put in too much work to build his fan base. And he also said that he sold out the arena, the T-Mobile Arena. So yeah, man. I gotta agree with him when you put it like that. But yeah, Cassandra, I'm definitely gonna start doing more live streams. I appreciate everybody that came and tuned in. Smash the like button for the few people that's still in here. And yeah, y'all already know how I do. Tango talking that boxing again, and I'm gone. Salute to everybody in the building. I appreciate y'all. Smash the like button on your way out.